4 years, $1 billion hole. And now, AI takes over Meta. In 2021, Facebook shocked the technology and business world by renaming itself Meta. This was not a cosmetic change. It was a declaration of intent. Mark Zuckerberg was signaling that the company would no longer be just a social media platform, but the architect of the next version of the internet itself. That future had a name: the Metaverse. Meta believed the Metaverse would become the next computing platform, replacing smartphones the way smartphones replaced desktop computers. Virtual reality headsets, digital avatars, immersive offices, and fully virtual social lives were supposed to define the coming decade. To make that future real, Meta invested aggressively, pouring money into research, hardware, software, and long-term infrastructure. 4 years later, the results tell a very different story. Meta's Reality Labs division has accumulated losses approaching $70 billion. That figure is not a headline exaggeration. It is one of the largest sustained bets on a future technology in modern corporate history. Yet, mass adoption of the metaverse never arrived. Headsets remained niche. Virtual offices never replaced real ones. Digital worlds failed to become a daily habit for most users. This raises a critical business question. Was the metaverse a failure, or was it simply too early? To understand Meta's pivot, we must first understand why the metaverse mattered so much to the company. Meta's core business depends on platforms it does not own. Apple and Google control the mobile operating systems that deliver Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp to billions of users. Every policy change by Apple or Google represents a potential threat to Meta's revenue, data access, and advertising dominance. The metaverse was meant to solve that problem. By creating an entirely new platform, Meta would control the hardware, the software, the distribution, and the rules. It was not just a product vision, it was a strategic escape from platform dependency. But strategy does not guarantee success. The metaverse asked consumers to radically change their behavior. It required expensive hardware, physical isolation through headsets, and a willingness to spend hours in virtual spaces that offered limited practical value. The technology itself was impressive, but the value proposition was unclear for the average user. Meanwhile, the market shifted. As Meta continued to invest billions into virtual reality, a different technological revolution was accelerating faster than anyone expected. Artificial intelligence, particularly generative AI, moved from research labs into everyday life almost overnight. AI tools required no new hardware, no behavioral shift, and no learning curve. They simply enhanced products people already used. This is where Meta's priorities began to change. AI fits perfectly into Meta's existing business model. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp are built on attention, engagement, and advertising efficiency. Artificial intelligence improves all three instantly. Better recommendation systems keep users engaged longer. Smarter ad targeting increases revenue without adding new users. AI assistants increase daily interaction across platforms. Meta responded aggressively. The company introduced Meta AI across its apps, invested heavily in large language models through its LLM project, and positioned itself as a major open-source player in artificial intelligence. Unlike the metaverse, AI generated immediate measurable returns. But Meta did not abandon hardware completely. Instead of pushing people into fully virtual worlds, Meta shifted toward devices that integrate seamlessly into real life. The Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses represent this strategy clearly. These glasses do not isolate users. They enhance reality rather than replacing it. Cameras, microphones, and AI assistants turn everyday moments into data, content, and interaction opportunities. From a business perspective, this is a far more practical approach. Smart glasses are socially acceptable, wearable all day, and capable of becoming a true successor to the smartphone if the technology matures. For Meta, they also create a direct hardware platform without asking users to escape the physical world. So, what does this mean for the metaverse? It is not dead, but it is no longer the centerpiece. Meta has repositioned the metaverse as a long-term research project rather than a near-term growth engine. AI and wearable devices now carry the responsibility of revenue growth, investor confidence, and competitive survival. This shift reveals something important about Meta as a company. Meta is not blindly committed to a single vision. It is willing to absorb massive losses, adjust priorities, and redeploy resources when the market signals change. In the technology industry, adaptability often matters more than originality. The metaverse was a bold bet on the future. Artificial intelligence is a calculated move in the present, and the Ray-Ban Meta glasses represent a bridge between the digital and physical worlds. Meta's story is not one of failure. It is a lesson in how even the biggest companies must pivot when reality refuses to follow the script. In the end, the question is not whether the metaverse failed. The real question is whether Meta's new AI-driven strategy will define the next era of technology, or simply buy time until the next platform war begins.